AI is killing acting jobs. Everyone's panicking, and I get it because I'm scared too. But here's the part nobody says out loud. AI isn't the thing that destroyed the entertainment industry. Basically, it just showed up at the same time everything else did, so it's now the big monster we can point at and be like, you ruined this for us. Because that's easier than admitting the entire system is changing. So today I want to talk about what's actually happening, what's really scaring us, and what skills we need to develop as actors in order to survive this new era of the industry. And I want to do it honestly. I don't want to do the empty, just keep grinding along or just doom scroll your life away. Just the truth, as someone who's living this shift right beside you. And if you found this video useful, please share it with anyone else who needs to hear this. Okay, so when AI first entered the scene in the entertainment industry, I kind of blew it off, right? I genuinely thought to myself, this thing can't replace us. And honestly, it still can't. Like, well, not in the way that actually matters for it to replace us. But it's also getting concerningly close in certain areas. Close enough that it's absolutely impossible to ignore. And here's the thing that I'm kind of afraid to admit. I'm not an AI hater. I think there's actually creative potential there for us. Like, there's a version of the future where I could shoot a short film by myself and have it be CGI heavy and turn myself into a big old alien, something that would have cost hundreds of thousands of dollars before. But I can do it on my own as an independent artist now. But at the same time, I'm terrified. Not so much that AI will replace actors, but more so that the industry as a whole will start shifting down the route of not being able to pay actors a living wage. Acting alone will almost be impossible as a sustainable career. And if you felt that too, you're not crazy. You're not being dramatic. Like, it's a valid concern. You're paying attention. Because over the last few years, the real problem hasn't even been AI, it's been this. Production is down so low that most of us have not stepped foot on a set in years. And that does something to you. It definitely did something to me. It made me just think constantly, what if I'm really rusty when I get back on set? Will I ever get back on set? What if the whole working actor life I built my identity around just isn't attainable anymore? And the part that really breaks my heart is the commercial world. This is the part of the industry that used to allow actors to pay their rent, and it's completely disappearing. Not because we magically got worse, but because so many companies are moving to non-union work and AI-generated campaigns. Coca-Cola literally bragged about creating a fully AI-generated commercial. And I'm not sitting there watching that commercial going, oh, what cool tech. I'm thinking to myself, wow, that was someone's rent. That was someone's health insurance money. That was someone's stepping stone job into the industry. AI isn't killing actors, it's killing their opportunities. And it's not just commercials. Let me be specific because this is where everything starts to get real. Background performers are losing their pathway into the industry. You used to learn how a set functions usually by being a background performer before you even do a principal job where you have lines. You'd get your SAG vouchers, you'd get comfortable being on set, you'd build some confidence, and you'd move up the ladder, right? Now, studios are using AI-generated background actors more and more, that opportunity barely exists. So new actors are gonna lose on-set experience, voucher opportunities, networking opportunities, income, and an entryway into being a principal performer who knows what they're doing on set. And that scares me because without those steps, we're just throwing new performers into the ether being like sink or swim. And not to mention auditions are down, like way down. Comment down below if you've been feeling the same sentiments towards a lack of auditions. I want to make sure we're in the same boat here. This year, I've had practically no commercial auditions, like none. Well, one. Yay. And it's because most of them are fully non-union or AI generated or being sent away to some foreign land in order to film it because it's cheaper. And TV and film, our productions are so low that like it feels like it's all just evaporated. It's not personal, it's structural, but it doesn't make it any less painful. And we have vertical shorts, which are currently just fast, cheap, mass-produced things we can put out there. And look, I'm not judging, but most of these are shot so fast that it comes across more like the soap opera days. They're like soap operas on steroids. Minimal prep, bad scripts, actors thrown in there with absolutely no direction, I'm sure. Why? Because the priority is make something now, not make something good. And these shoots are mostly non-union, so Even if you're paid well randomly, you're still getting no on-set protections, no rights. And that combination of AI tools, no union, fast production creates an environment where content is getting cheaper, but not necessarily better. And script quality is dropping. I know I'm not imagining this. I'm sure you've seen it too. Shows and movies now feel dumbed down and regurgitated, like they're just stitched together from all these old tropes and cliches, because honestly, they are. And we can see when writers get pushed out and we start relying more on regurgitated information and text, actors then end up performing material with absolutely no soul. You can't give a truthful human performance with recycled, lifeless words. But under all of this, I feel like we're all fearing the same thing, that we won't matter anymore, not as performers, not as storytellers, not as people. And I felt that fear eating at me alive for the longest time, until this. I was at a casting workshop recently where this completely unknown actor, absolutely no IMDb credits, no nothing, no industry connections, just showed up to the class and gave us a little performance. English wasn't her first language, so she really didn't fit the expected mold of what you would want from that scene. Her performance wasn't polished, it wasn't perfect, but it was true. So true that the entire room was crying. And not politely or performatively, just sobbing. The room was sobbing. Because what she brought to that moment wasn't technique, it wasn't perfection, it wasn't algorithm-based acting. It was her lived experience, her emotional truth, and her presence. And as I'm sitting there watching this performance, I completely remind myself, oh my God, AI can copy an image, but it can't copy a soul. And at the end of the day, people don't want to be moved by some robot. They want to be moved by other people, by someone living something real right in front of them. That is one thing that AI cannot fake. Okay, so deep breath. Here is where we shift from fear to strategy. These are the skills that are actually going to matter in the next decade. Number 1, learn to act for every format. I'm talking TV, film, verticals, the way of the future, everything. AI is pushing the entire entertainment world into tech more and more, which means actors need to know how to do certain things, like adjust your performance depending on the lens. If you're performing horizontal, that's different from performing vertical. We have to learn how those vertical performances differ from cinematic ones, how micro behaviors read in close-ups, and how to ground yourself in these fast-paced shooting environments. This is a practical, tangible skill. And if developing your acting skills is something you're interested in, please feel free to click the link down in the description or the pinned comment below. I'd love to work with you. Number 2, embrace imperfection. AI aims for perfection, but humanity is not perfect. Humans aim for truth. Your weirdness, your sensitivities, your lived experiences as a person, your awkwardness, your broken edges, your fears, your depth, your humor, your soul. Those things can't be replicated. Perfection is replaceable. Truth is not. Number 3, build your identity as an artist, not just your skill. So the industry is shifting towards valuing real people again. And that's mostly because everything online seems so fake now. So your uniqueness is one thing that AI cannot steal. Not talking your branding or your type, I'm talking about you. Your identity. The way you think. The way you feel. The way you connect. The way you listen. The way you bring presence into a room. That is irreplaceable. And number 4, learn to network and build community. Tech is absolutely saturating the world. And that means human relationships are more important than ever. People want to work with other people they trust. They want to collaborate with other people who understand them. People who care. They want energy, not efficiency. Nothing gets made without a human making it. So make some friends. You're gonna need them. Number 5, protect yourself with contracts. This is super important, so really listen to this. Actors need to protect themselves. Look for likeness clauses, perpetuity language, digital reuse, synthetic voice rights, AI training data clauses, and a million other things that I'm sure can be added to that list. Listen, it's not sexy, it's not artistic, but it's real. Your face, voice, and body are your career. Keep them that way. I am so passionate about this I would appreciate it if you're able to hit the hype button down below because it helps get this message out to more people, and I want artists to be protecting themselves. Okay, onwards. Our final point is to use AI to create, not to replace. I don't think AI should be used to replace human creativity in any capacity. But if it can help you make your own work, or it gives you tools that you've never had access to before, like if it helps you write and produce and visualize something more ambitious than you usually would be able to, use it with boundaries, with rights, with consciousness. Use it. Because the future isn't actors versus AI. It's actors with AI and clear guardrails that keep the power in our hands. So I want to end this with this. You matter, not your follower count, not how many roles you've booked, not all the people you know, your humanity, your presence, your ability to sit with another human being and hear what they have to say, your ability to feel what they feel, your truth, your imperfections, your soul. AI can clone a face, it can generate a script, it can replicate a voice, but it cannot be you. And if you stay grounded in your craft, in your community, in your creativity, in your humanity, you will not just survive this next era of the industry. You will define it, because the world is starving for something new. And that's you. It's always been you. You're not powerless, you matter, and your story is still being written. Please remember to subscribe and hit the bell. I'd love to see you in the future. And click the link down below in the description or pinned comment if you'd like to work together. I'd love to see you around. Mwah!